I've been helping people with money for more than 20 years, but no one stumped me more than the princess.
Being a beautiful woman has its perks.
I'm here to help this princess take control of her money and her life. Over the next 4 weeks, she'll live on a strict cash diet and complete weekly challenges.
She's living like she's a famous actress, and yet she's not working as an actress.
If this princess has what it takes, I'll transform her from spender to saver, and I'll give her up to $5,000 to help her pay down her debt.
They call it stripper mentality, when you know you could probably own anything you want if you get somebody to buy it for you.
No changes, no money.
Oh, 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 she's a princess. She's a princess.
Meet Princess Allison.
I'm Allison, I'm 27, and I'm an actress. To me, it's a really fun thing to get a crew together and make a movie. Like, I love to do that.
When I first met Allison, she said, I will have an Oscar by the time I'm 30. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Are you doing movies and stuff? She hadn't done any movies.
So Allison hasn't hit the big screen yet, but that hasn't stopped her from spending like a celebrity.
I love to go shopping for shoes, jeans. I have about 40 pairs at any given time. I absolutely need to have the best cleanser, toner, moisturizer. I use a night cream, I use a serum, I use a mask, I use an exfoliator. Those things are necessities for me.
Money for Allison is easy come, easy go.
Thank you.
I buy Allison dinners, I buy Allison gifts. When we go out places, I pick up the bill.
While she's waiting to be discovered, Allison struggles to make ends meet.
I tried to work a 9-to-5 job, but I can't say no to an audition. So when it comes to letting down the team and not showing up, yeah, I'm not gonna show up. I've been fired from like 6 jobs since I've been in Toronto.
Her acting ambitions have cost her in more ways than one.
She thought, oh, I'll go to San Francisco, I'm gonna be this famous actress. But I had no money.
I went to my parents and were like, okay, I'm ready for my money to go to school.
And the fact that we didn't have money saved for her really upset her.
I started taking out student loans. I mean, I bought Chanel stuff with my student loans. I took trips to New York with my student loans. What makes me emotional about it is how much I'm in debt right now.
Allison's approaching her 30s, but hasn't made any headway on her debt. And her plan to deal with it is scattered at best.
She wants to become a midwife, she wants to become a farmer, she wants to now sell cars.
I also, at one point, applied for the NASA space program. I'm not lying.
Her family and friends are worried this fledgling starlet will turn out to be only a flash in the pan.
I think Allison should get a full-time job.
Everyone has a limit on how much they're willing to help someone.
The world doesn't revolve around Allison.
So they've called me in to help. Hey, Allison, Gail Vaz-Oxlade, nice to meet you.
Me too.
Come with me. So here you are, no full-time job. You have no work ethic. You think you don't need the money. What we're going to do is we're going to look at what some of your friends and family have to say about you. Maybe your mom can shed some light on this.
Allison's definitely set in her ways.
She doesn't want to compromise.
One day I said she was a struggling actress, and
She really PO'd on me. And she said, no, I'm an actress, that's it.
you know, I love you, and
I'd crawl over broken glass if I had to.
Just not crazy about the way you treat me sometimes.
You can talk people into doing a lot of things for you.
The only way Allison's ever gotten anywhere is because everyone else has facilitated her lifestyle. At the end of the day, it's always about her. She's in a dream, and Allison needs to wake up.
Let's listen to your boyfriend.
Okay.
Being a beautiful girl means a lot of doors open for you. That's a lot of the source of Allison's sense of entitlement.
What is going to happen to you when the beauty goes away?
I will have nothing. I will have nothing.
This trading yourself for money is over, Allison. It's not going to last forever. It might as well stop now. So we need to go through one more stage where we go through the numbers, and I'm going to have everybody here watching. Don't bother turning on the waterworks, because it's not going to work on me.
She didn't fall for what most people fall for.
Okay, so Allison and I had a conversation, and we agreed that there would be no secrets. This is where the money has been going so far. You have been making just over $2,000 a month
Yeah.
And you have been spending about half of that on your needs. But you've also been spending almost 50% on your wants. You don't like to cook. You do like eating in restaurants. You do like to spend money on your beauty. $200 is one. You spent another $400 on clothes. And that's nothing compared to the $880 you spent in cash, which we have no idea where it went. Which doesn't leave a lot of place for savings and not enough for debt repayment. Do you want to take a guess as to how much debt she has? In pursuit of this acting career, you got a loan of $43,000 for your undergrad. Acting school in San Francisco was another $65,000. When you ran out of money, you convinced your parents to cash in $17,000 of their retirement savings. Then you spent another $3,000 in legal fees to extend your work visa and racked up $1,500 in parking tickets in LA. So in total, you owe $130,000.
Wow.
Pretty pricey career choice.
Just to see the actual amount of what she owes is scary.
Does it make you want to run screaming from the room?
Yes. I'm not going to put myself in a position where I will be taking on her debt and it'll be over between us.
A lot of people think that the easy way to get out of debt is to declare bankruptcy. You can't declare bankruptcy and discharge student loans unless you've been out of school for 7 years or more. And if you have anybody who has co-signed on your behalf, you leave them stuck with the bag, which is why bankruptcy is not an option for you at all.
Unless they die.
In hindsight, I wish that we had stuck to our guns and not given Allison that money.
You have been earning $1,986 a month, which works out to about $27,000 a year gross. But you would have to earn $76,000 a year to live the way you have been living. And you would have to earn $107,000 a year to also get your debt paid off. You're not anywhere close. So I need a direct commitment from you. I need you to commit to keeping your hands out of your pockets and letting me work with Allison, letting her stand on her own 2 feet. Do I have your promise?
You have my promise.
Daddy?
Yes,
Jared?
absolutely.
So Princess, let me ask you this. Are you prepared to do anything I ask over the next few weeks?
Yes.
This is about taking control of your money and your life. I'm going to give you a series of challenges to do. You do the challenges to my satisfaction with the right attitude, and I'll give you $5,000. You don't do the challenges, you don't get the money. You don't have the right attitude, you don't get the money. Through this process, you are going to learn to live on a budget and get your debt paid off.
Okay.
You are going to learn to work for money, and you're going to get very clear about what your goals are and set some realistic goals, okay?
Okay.
You're gonna go get me your debit cards and your credit cards because you're going on a cash diet. Scram. Coming up.
So this is a 2.4 liter.
Actually says 2.5. I mean, this is something you have to know.
Oh, 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 she's a princess. Oh, 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 she's a princess.
Allison is an actress who dreams of stardom, but so far, her biggest role has been drama queen. Don't bother turning on the waterworks, because it's not gonna work on me. When it comes to getting what she wants, she knows how to play the part.
I mean, a lonely man meets me. He's in business.
Allison's attitude is that with a wink and a smile, things are going to get better.
Allison's introduction to reality television was a rude awakening. And her family and friends are finally ready to cut the purse strings.
I'm totally ready to cut Allison off financially.
By cutting her off, I'm going to be helping her in the long run.
I've got 4 weeks to get this princess standing on her own 2 feet. If she completes all my challenges, I'll give her up to $5,000 to put a dent in that debt. But I have a feeling this is going to be a tough one. Give me the plastic. Okay, the plastic's gone, and you're going to have $100 to live on.
Oh, okay.
This is your Get Real challenge. You're dedicated to following this acting career.
Yes.
But you still have to earn enough money to keep a roof over your head and get your debt paid off. So you have to find a job where you can consistently earn $3,800 a month.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Yes.
All right, so I'll see you next week.
Okay.
With all her debt, being a starving artist is not an option for Allison. She needs to get real about finding a job that gives her the flexibility to pursue her acting career while still paying her a decent salary. For her first challenge, she's trying a possible actor-friendly career on for size. Car salesperson.
I know I can sell. I've always been in sales to supplement acting. I've sold balsamic vinegar, I've sold jewelry, I've sold perfume, and I love cars. I am a car whore.
Well, definitely a lot more to know about cars than there is about jewelry and balsamic vinegar. If you don't know an answer, don't pretend, because they're gonna think you're lying.
I think I'm gonna do very well in this business. I'm sorry.
Good.
So my name is Allison.
Adam,
Nice to meet you.
Want something economical and practical, a hatchback would be great.
This way. See, this can go completely flat. I've got a special delivery, all right.
She likes to definitely use her feminine charms.
So this is a 2.4 liter.
Actually says 2.5.
Oh, 2.5, sorry.
I mean, this is something you have to know, and you should know where to look for it on the car.
So this is clearly a gorgeous vehicle.
Well, is it a front wheel or a rear wheel drive?
This vehicle, it's catalyst. That's the, okay, that's not, we're looking at this, I think.
I was quite disappointed with the product knowledge. What is the gas mileage on this vehicle? Does it have ABS brakes and traction control? Do you think that will tow my boat?
She was busting my balls.
How are you gonna sell me a car?
I didn't have the knowledge to get her excited about anything. Oops.
With Allison's car sales career looking uncertain, she sits down with boyfriend Jared to see if she can cut costs to make her budget balance.
Rent is $780. $125 for heating. Groceries, $90. Makeup, skincare, we'll just say $100. Is that too much?
A month?
I am not putting $40 clog your pore cream on my face. Vacation.
I don't think you can afford to go on a vacation, period.
If I put nothing in vacation, I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna put 5 in vacation. If I'm not saving towards vacation, what am I living for? Okay, so I'm gonna just add these up. It's still not balanced. My shopping days are over, you know? I'm not shopping again for 10 years. I think that's why I'm depressed.
You seem very flat today, Allison. What's up?
I'm pretty grim.
I look at your budget, and you made a budget that balances, but it's predicated on the fact that you're making $3,900 a month, which you're not. So you sold one car last week, so that's $400. If we extrapolate that, that's $2,000 for the month. Where's the rest of the income coming from?
I'm not sure.
Okay, you have a few more weeks to prove to me that you are, but so far what I'm seeing is a car salesperson that can't even take the time to sit down and figure out what the parts of the car are. I mean, you're not gonna sell squat. There's no doubt in my mind that once you put your mind to this, you're the kind of girl that can get whatever she wants whenever she wants it. So I'm gonna watch you for the next couple of weeks and see how you do. In the meantime, you wanna know what your next challenge is? This is another Get Real challenge. Since midwifery has come up several times, I'm going to send you off with a midwife so you can see if this is actually something you would be interested in doing. Coming up.
I just want to be like a midwife as a part-time, like a hobby.
That is not what it is to be a midwife in any way.
Oh, 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 she's a princess. Oh, 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 she's a princess.
Princess Allison lives in her own special world.
I know that chickens have great personalities. I had names picked out. I wanted to name one Luna.
I brought her back to reality, and so far it's been a bumpy landing.
I don't even know how to work a deal. In fact, I lost my company $1,000 on the 2 sales I gave them.
With $130,000 of debt, Allison still needs to get real about her income. Her next challenge is to explore another possible career option, midwifery.
I like the idea of being a midwife, but like really an exclusive midwife. I deliver a baby in Sweden, I deliver a baby in LA, I come back to Canada. Oh, your sister's pregnant and needs a midwife? Next week, I'll do it.
I don't think she has the first understanding of what a midwife does.
I'm sending her to a professional midwife to see if she can actually deliver on this challenge.
Tell me what you think it would be like to be a midwife.
It's flexible hours. You never know when or where. But I love that. That seems like drama, action.
That is not what it is to be a midwife in any way. In theory, it's flexible. You don't have fixed hours. Usually, the average midwife works somewhere around 50 to 60 hours a week. I don't just go to a birth with candles and incense and hope everything's okay. I'm actually a walking level 1 hospital. She came in and she said, I'm a midwifery groupie. To go through a 4-year program would be somewhere between 50 and 70,000.
Oh my God.
So today, you're gonna sit in on a prenatal appointment.
Okay.
With a woman who's near term. I'm gonna get you to put your hands on her belly, like this.
Like, am I touching a baby's head right now?
Yeah, okay. You're literally doing this to the baby's head.
I think it would be lovely to be with pregnant ladies all day.
I see that you're tearing up and feeling really emotional. What's happening for you?
I think it's really beautiful, and you're gonna have a baby soon, and it's kind of like, woo.
I think I'd just be worried about if I had an emotional breakdown, would she be able to handle it, or would she also be kind of part of the breakdown?
When she said she was an actor, I thought, oh my God, you are an actor. Like, I can see that. Midwifery feels like a bit more of a stretch.
So midwifery is out for you?
Yes.
And what's that?
In order to be a midwife, you have to put everything you have into it.
Yes, you do. So far, my attempts to get Allison to consider another career have been a flop. So for her final challenge, I wanted to see how serious she was about making some money, no matter what. I'm sending you to a chicken farm, cleaning up for chickens, and collecting and washing eggs, and doing all the things associated with chickens.
You know something? I might love the chicken farm. P.S. I'm a real outdoors gal.
So you think this sort of life's romantic, eh? The farm life.
It's
vision
so
of-
quiet and beautiful.
Yeah, the rewards are great, but it is financially tough. The majority of farmers around here have another career as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Any actors?
I don't know about it. Okay, Alison, this is the hen house. This is where all the hens are.
Oh my
That's it.
God, these guys look crazy. They're really cute, but scary. Oh, I found some. Uh-oh, did I step on an egg? Does this mean a brown chicken made this one?
That's right.
I know so much about farming.
Yeah, you really need to check underneath that hen.
How would I do that?
You just go in, get her like that, and just by keeping your hand there, you'll be fine. If you're hesitant, then she's going to peck you.
Her mouth's open. That's a warning sign, right? What if she gets me in my veins? Like, what
She
if
won't. Just pretend you're getting a beer out of the fridge.
Okay. Oh my God.
Go on, 3, 2, 1, go. Chickens, okay. They lay eggs. You need to collect the eggs. That's where your money comes from.
Okay, I'm gonna get in there. Bit me!
The worst farm help I've had so far, for sure.
You know, I think she would like to have a chicken at one point, but it's not a career choice.
So it looks like farm work isn't Allison's thing after all.
I actually am going to be going back to a bar.
Gail's going to be unhappy because Allison is no closer to long-term gainful employment that has any sort of future to it.
Coming up. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Oh, 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 she's a princess. Oh, 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 she's a princess.
When I first met Princess Allison, this fledgling starlet was waiting for her big break.
I go out for auditions, anything from a commercial to a lead in a series.
While ignoring masses of debt she'd accumulated in pursuit of her dream.
She's $130,000 in debt.
I challenged her to spend less.
I am not putting $40 clog your pore cream on my face.
And earn more.
I thought I would have sold at least 13 cars by now, and I have only sold 1.
But when it came down to it, Allison was more comfortable playing a part than getting real.
I keep this running list of possibilities. Media relations, maybe with the military, a process server, hosting a shopping channel or something. I just watched that and I was like, I like being on camera.
Allison has put on quite a show. Time for my final review. Come on in, Allison. So, how have you found the last 4 weeks?
Really challenging, really gut-wrenching.
She has now realized that this is much, much harder. There's a lot more to it. But most importantly, it's really shown a side of herself that she's not proud of.
What do you think you learned?
The one big one would be look before I leap.
I was here to see some progress from where you were to where I need you to go. Allison, you made virtually no progress. As we stand here today, this is exactly where we were on the day I met you. Nothing's changed. You still don't have a job. You're still not putting any money in the bank. You still haven't made a career choice. Nothing's changed. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
What's changed?
My career choice is acting. I'm not going to be continuing to sell cars.
Okay.
I've got a plan.
But you realize that you weren't going to sell cars and were going to sell cars 3 times in 4 weeks? Where does this fit with the look before you leap thing? Okay, so you have earned $400 this 4-week period. I'm going to give you another $400.
Thanks.
And I know if you put your mind to it and use what you've been given, that you'll be able to be a success.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck.
I had a feeling she was going to give me nothing because she wants to teach me a lesson. Good work, Gail.
And I have no resentments towards Gail. It's what she does.
I think she was totally fair. I think her points were really valid.
I'm still a princess in the way that I have dreams.
I can tell she loves to go shop. She's all out of control. She can't stop. Designer clothes, jewels, hair. She's throwing money everywhere. My head is spinning. Oh, 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 oh. She's a princess. She's a princess. Modern day princess.